strip is towards the toes. Okay, so Samantha, if you would cross your legs, bend this one foot flat on the board, please. All right, very good. All right, lift up slightly. Good, back down. Okay, so for the foot, we also have an angulation on the AP foot. This time it is 10 degrees. So what should I start my SID at?
38.
38. Does everyone agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. So 10 degrees, 5 and 5, right? So we'll drop this down by 2 inches. All right, so 38, close enough. And now,
So AP foot is 10 degrees.
correct. Toes are 15, feet are 10. And spin. Let's slide this over. Make sure we center to the IR. Alright, and now we need to figure out the centering for the foot. So the center of the foot is the base of the third metatarsal. So we've got our third metatarsal right here. You just follow it down, and when you feel the bump down here, that is the base of the third metatarsal. So, okay, there's the bump. So slide your foot slightly back, and then slide it slightly to your left. Perfect. Right. Leg like this, right? Once again, coming straight down the leg, straight down the third, right? Foot nice and flat on the board, right? Not twisted one way or the other.
Is it better to start with your collimation just like open so you can see it how, because it,
So yes, I like to start my collimation open because I just realized, right, when the patient was moving, it lost my centering on the IR. So,
they don't really center on the.
So yes,
Digital collimation.
so yeah, your text may not do it, right? That's on them. Right, I don't grade them anymore, but I do grade you, so make sure you do properly center. Okay, so marker. And that is our AP foot.
Marker always goes on the lateral side.
So marker always goes on the lateral side, but more than that, you see how the toes kind of bent curve away this way? It gives you this nice triangle where you can squeeze your marker in, right? There's no point trying to force your marker here by the big toe because it's using up all the space, right?
Right.
So put it over here in the corner anyway. All right, great. Any questions on AP foot? All right, oblique foot, very similar to your oblique toes. Only real difference is your centering and collimation. So we're taking off our angle, we're raising this back to 40. Okay. As far as obliquity goes, we're only going to rotate the foot about 30 degrees. So you don't need to rotate the foot a lot. The main thing you need to make sure of though is that the foot is actually rotating. Right, once again, it's very easy, it's very common for patients to move their leg while the foot stays flat. So make sure the entire foot is rotating. All right, so I'm gonna just slide you over a little bit. Okay, very good. All right, just a little bit of a turn there. Right, so even though the leg looks like it's turning a lot, the bottom of the foot actually has not turned very much. Right, so make sure you are going off the bottom of the foot here. Collimate, still centered at the third base of the third metatarsal, and that is our oblique foot.
And we're looking at like 30 degrees from this side.
So if this is flat, this is 30 degrees
Okay.
towards the medial side.
Okay.
30, 45, 60, right? Okay. Now, if you do have trouble finding the base of the third metatarsal, it's okay, don't worry too much. All you do is you make sure the distance from here to here is about the same as the distance from here to here, right? Because the point of our centering is to make sure that we've got about the same distance here so that we catch the entire foot.
Right.
All right, so base of the third metatarsal. If you can't find it, don't panic. Just give yourself about equal amounts of collimation on either side. Okay. So let's go to the lateral foot now.
This is so funny now that we've been in clinic because this is like such a perfect patient. It's like try doing this on someone who's unconscious, like.
Or is a
Yep.
broken leg?
Yeah.
That's
it's
right.
so funny.
That's right.
Say this.
All right, so slide this up. Okay, so this time, right, once again, long axis of the foot, we'll turn our cassette to match the long axis. All right, so lift up. All right, great. Now, something else that we need to make sure to do here is that we need to make sure to dorsiflex the foot. What do we mean by dorsiflex?
Bring the foot and toes towards up.
Good, very good. Okay, so once again, if you take a look at our patient right here, notice that if I put my hand straight, there's this space here at the top, right? That means the foot is turned too much. I'm over-rotated. So I'm just going to take this knee, raise it up until the foot is basically flat on my palm right here. All right, too much. Come down a tiny bit. All right, very good.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so foot is basically flat on my palm. Don't put that. Sorry. Right. Normally you would not put anything under here, right? You just leave the patient just like this. Like I said earlier, you're gonna move fast enough that you don't need any support here. Okay. So now we need to do our centering. Where do we center for the lateral foot?
Midfoot. I mean, the
Mhm.
lateral medial side.
Right, so we're still going to aim at approximately the location of the base of the third. In this
Oh, yeah.
case, you can't really see the base of the third. That's okay. So just go in the middle. Right, no big deal.
That's what I meant to say. The midfoot. What?
All right. Lift up just very slightly. I'm going to adjust my IR. Okay, great. Back down.
You don't smell that bad.
That's hot.
Yeah, it's hard in here.
It gets
It's
hot in here.
warm in
It gets
here.
hot in here fast.
Yes. All right. Make sure you do catch the malleoli here. Okay. You don't want to collimate so much that you clip the malleoli.
Oh.
So catch the malleoli, catch the distal tibia and fibula, and then marker here.
Okay, so in this case, yeah, I was just about to say in this case you would just have a pull up your pencil over.
Okay, so that's your lateral foot, right? Also, when they do dorsiflex, try not to let them bend their toes all the way back like this, right? Try and get them to relax their toes so that everything is nice and straight. All right, any questions? All good? Looks similar enough to clinic?
Mm-hmm.
Minus the collimation, the marker. I know what's
The
like.
clean feet.
And the clean
Yeah.
feet. All right. Thank you, Samantha. I'm going to drop